All right, let's try a little thought experiment together. We're going to explore a world that, well, it completely pulls the rug out from under everything we think we know about reality. A world built on some seriously strange and surreal chaos.
No, really, just take a second and think about that. What if the most basic building blocks of our world, the numbers we use for everything, to count, to measure, to define our lives, what if they just stopped working the way they're supposed to?
And just so we're on the same page, we're not talking about a world with zero numbers. Oh no, it's way weirder than that. We're talking about a world where numbers have been corrupted, where a specific number might just get replaced with a word like many, and a perfectly normal sequence can just, jump off a cliff into total nonsense.
So, to really see how this would all play out, let's start with the big picture. How would this bizarre new logic mess with our most complex, most precise systems? Things like science and technology.
Okay, so picture this. You're in mission control. We're talking years of work, billions of dollars, all riding on this single moment. The final countdown is starting and the whole world is watching.
You hear the voice over the intercom, and it's calm, it's steady, but the sequence, it's just wrong. It starts out okay, 1, 2, and you can just feel everyone in the room holding their breath. And then it comes, the last impossible number, 4.
And poof, just like that, it's gone. There was no explosion, no fireball, not even a scrap of debris falling from the sky. The second that illogical number was spoken, the rocket just winked out of existence. It was a perfect, silent erasure. You can see how bad this could get, right?
But this kind of chaos, it doesn't just hit these huge, grand projects. It seeps down into the most boring, mundane parts of our lives, turning a simple trip to the store into a complete nightmare.
Yeah, forget about rocket science for a minute. Just imagine trying to buy dinner. You walk into your favorite pizza place, you order your usual, you go up to the counter to pay. Easy, right? Huh, not anymore.
The absurdity is it's incredible. The person at the register looks at the screen, looks back at you with a totally straight face, and asks, "Is this 62 or many?" I mean, how do you even answer that? What is many dollars? The entire idea of money, of value, just completely falls apart.
Okay, so we've seen massive systems just collapse, and we've seen daily life spiral into total absurdity. So in a universe where everything has been stripped of its logical value, where you can't measure or count on anything, well, it forces you to ask a much, much deeper question.
When every other way you measure your life is gone, your bank account, your age, the time of day, even your own address, what's actually left? Is there one constant, one incalculable value that still holds true?
It turns out there is an answer, a single, undeniable number that somehow manages to cut through all the chaos. When you can't count on anything else in the entire world, you can apparently still count on one true friend, and it's not you. Yep, that's the final answer. In a world of absolute total uncertainty, the only thing that has any real value is a single loyal relationship. But then comes the final brutal twist. That one thing you can count on, it's not even yours. And that's what we're left with. In a world where all the numbers fail, and even the certainty of a true friendship is something that belongs to someone else, what are you left with? How do you even begin to measure your own worth?